Sam Wu is not afraid of ghosts. Chapter 4, Part 2. Maybe the pet shop owner is right, I thought. Maybe I should go home. Sometimes the brave thing to do is to face your family and friends, even if you don't want to. It would be kind of like when Spaceman Jack had to go back to Tubbs after he let the Ghost King get away. Plus, if I go back the owner of a dangerous snake, everyone will see how brave I am. But I couldn't call my parents because 1, they were still at work, and 2, I knew what they would say. Mum would say, no. And if my mum said no, then my dad would say, no. But Nana can be bribed. And if Nana said yes, well, she's my mum's mum, so even my mum has to listen to her. Write down one reason why Sam couldn't call his parents. Pause the video now to write your answer. Why does Sam think his mum would listen to Nana? Pause the video now to write your answer. The pet store owner told me and Nana how to take care of it. 1. Put it in a glass enclosure with a secure but breathable lid. We got one with a sliding screen top. 2. Feed it a live mouse once a week. Of course, it eats its victims alive. At least it eats mice and not people, for now. 3. Handle it regularly to get it used to human contact. No way. My mum and dad weren't thrilled about my new pet, but then Nana pointed out that it was just the thing to cheer me up after the incident. And she reminded my mum about the time she came home with a pet chicken when she was 7. You have to be responsible for it, my dad said. Lucy's not responsible for Butterbutt. Lucy is younger than you, and Butterbutt is the family pet. This snake is your very own. We trust you to take care of it. But don't you dare let any of those mice get loose, my mum said with a shudder. What does my mum and dad weren't thrilled about my new pet mean? Pause the video to write your answer. It's okay if they got out. Butterbutt will catch them, said Lucy, and I think the snake is cool. It's not cool, it's dangerous, I said, but I appreciated her support. Can I hold it? She asked, coming up and knocking on the glass enclosure. No! As well as bravely protecting Lucy from certain death, I also didn't want to let it out of the cage. It's extremely dangerous, not for children, maybe when you're older. I gave my parents a knowing look. Who do you think is braver, Lucy or Sam? Why do you think that? Pause the video now to write your answer. Then it was just me and my new sidekick, me and my snake, him sitting in his enclosure on top of my dresser, me staring at him, trying to show him who was boss. I didn't blink. He stared back. He didn't blink either. I caved first. My eyes were starting to water. Who blinked first? Sam or the snake? Pause the video now to write your answer. I can't just keep calling you Snake, I said. I've got to name you. He just stared at me. Then his tongue flicked out. It was kind of creepy, but at least he was listening to me. What about Fang? I was sure he had giant fangs, just like the snakes on planet Zoda. Sure, my snake wasn't a snake from space, but all snakes had fangs, didn't they? Plus, Fang sounded scary and tough. A scaredy cat definitely wouldn't have a snake named Fang. He stuck his tongue out again. Great, I said, stepping away from the glass. Fang it is. Here's what I knew about Fang. 1. He didn't blink. Ever. 2. He ate things bigger than his head. 3. He was cold-blooded, whatever that meant. Sounded dangerous. 4. He wanted to eat me. I was sure of it. Because of point 4, and because Fang was no ordinary snake, I put some of Butterbutt's cat food in his tank to fill him up. Butterbutt wouldn't miss it. Fang might have been my new sidekick, but I was watching him with my eyes wide open, except when I was sleeping, or blinking. I should really learn how Fang never blinks. Why is Sam watching Fang with his eyes wide open? Pause the video now to write your answer. Chapter 5 to be continued.